Is it too early for a bit of chocolate and a cup of coffee? Sit back and enjoy the entertainment.
Philip Clement's team are losing their way in the race for the title. 3 games without a win. It's bad timing, awful timing, wretched timing for Rangers, who once again weren't at their best. They couldn't find a way to go. There wasn't really that much of a reaction to the weekend defeat at Ross County. And Dundee's shift that they put in has secured them a draw and showed why they deserve to be in the top 6. This is another major setback for Philip Clement and Rangers.
Certainly, as you say that the timing of the season to hit this kind of run is just the worst time for Philippe Clement and his team. Again, say that at the end of the game, they've not done enough tonight. They've not turned up. There was no real reaction from that loss at Ross County at the weekend. And Philippe Clement will be really, really disappointed with the performance of the result and definitely his players tonight.
Tony Docherty is loving this. The Dundee fans are loving this. The Celtic fans are loving this. But it's another result to...
Oops, so last night, this happened.
About the result you can say, but in the other things they give the reaction. So we were bossed today all game. They kept the structure, they created enough chances to win the game, but the ball didn't go in. That's the story of today, and there was a good goalkeeper on the other side also, made a few good saves. They saved a few balls on the line. So that part of luck was not on our side, and because of that you don't get a result.
Could you not have done any more? And is it just simply putting the ball in the net, or is there anything else you feel you could have done?
Of course you can do details better, but you play against a team that play man marking all over the pitch. They run wherever you go, so there's not much space. So you need to be decisive. We had enough chances to kill the game off, but yeah, there were a few times really lucky in their defensive way. Good goalkeeper also, good saves. We had enough chances to win the game.
Wait a minute, didn't Dundee have a goal ruled offside?
You talk about making conclusions. He'll also be aware of the narrative that surrounds Rangers in a title race. They've managed to get it over the line once. Are there signs?
Rangers are a bit like an old man going to the toilet, aren't they? You've got that bursting urge to go for a pee, and then he goes, and then he stands there forever and ever and waiting, and it doesn't come. And then every now and again he gets a little burst, and he thinks he's won the league.
Or does he need to not allow that narrative to go back into his dressing room with the players that have been here over the last few years and been up in those title races and seen them disappear with 5-6 weeks of the season left?
That'll be the serial losers that are at the club called the Rangers. Yeah, just have go in the skies.
Yeah, I think when Philippe Clement started talking and telling, look, the game that he felt played out, I didn't agree with it, and the more he spoke, the more I'm thinking that he's trying to protect his players. Yep. If he comes out now and says
they're shite,
not good enough, don't create enough, we've not got enough tempo, we look tired, we've not got the energy, you're running out of time. You've not got loads of time to go and prepare your players and try and pick them back up. If you come out publicly and slate them and say it's not good enough, we're too far off in the title in terms of...
Brendan Rodgers done it at the beginning of the season and halfway during right up to Christmas. Brendan Rodgers turned around and said, look, we're not good enough in the final third. Horses for courses, as they say.
Performance. So straight away he goes on the defensive. You've seen him at the end, deep in conversation with his assistant manager there. That wasn't a... If he felt what he said in the press conference, that was absolutely no chance he's staying in the title.
Nah.
I don't know if it'll work because it looks like it's a group of players that need to be told it's not good enough. You're not moving the ball quick enough. There's no urgency in the play. For a 5-minute spell, Rangers went more direct, and I'm not saying that that's the way Rangers need to play, but at times Dundee...
Long ball. Ooh.
Overcommitted. Yeah, and they've been successful.
successful.
Dundee had committed bodies forward. There was a chance to go and catch Dundee on the break with pace, Matondo and Sima. it's a touch, it's a look, I'll pass it sideways, it'll come back sideways, I might try forward. In the first half, Cantwell and Lawrence are coming deep and they're taking a look to go forward, they're coming back and they're playing it safe and they're going back and letting somebody else do it, and that's where they need the spark. So I think that from his press conference, I think he's trying to protect his players.
Yeah, they're shite, and you know they are. They're shite, and you know they are. They're shite, and you know they are. They're shite.
Players in his dressing room who were winners, who could take it on to be champions, who could drive the team forward. And he said he saw some. How does he get those players to stand up and to drive his team forward?
You ready
Because
for the
it's a
meltdown?
huge semi-final now at the weekend, not to mention
winners and needing to find them and everything. You can't go finding winners. You're born.
Oh,
he's
crying.
But he's seen them in the
there's
dressing
something.
room.
There's something inside people that drives you on. That wants
something inside so strong.
Who are the
That's
winners?
what I'm saying.
Who are the winners
I
in the
don't know.
Rangers dressing room?
I don't know.
Something inside so strong.
I mean, because if you're looking at it from Sunday, or you're looking at it tonight, you would say there's none. Because you're looking at saying, I need players that's going to step up. As I said, look, when you look at James Tavernier has done it over a period of time now. He has, in terms of trophies, and that, it might not have delivered the number he should have.
the trophies. James Tavernier and trophies. That's a sentence that doesn't go together, Chris Boyd.
But in terms of performances, he's been there, he's scored big goals, but that's a right back. If Rangers Football Club are dependent on a right back to bail them out of trouble week in, week out, then they have got a big problems ahead of them.
Yeah, they've got big problems.
So I said there needs to be more from the forward areas, whether that's in the midfield areas, being risky in the past, whether it's the wide players going and taking people on. I just look at something tonight. There's not really MD getting on the ball and taking somebody on, eliminating, committing players. Midfielders willing to run beyond. We spoke about Rangers struggling to deal with runners from midfield against Ross County, against Dundee tonight as well. So I don't see Rangers midfielders running beyond.
Keep on running.
It's all well getting on the ball, taking a nice touch, pass. It's slow football. You need to find a spark. James touched on it there. When Serial Dessa's in the team, I think it allows them to go along. There's a physical presence there. But tonight, it's just not working. And Rangers need to find a formula. They've got an opportunity in a semi-final on Sunday that they need to go and rectify these last two performances.
Is he indecisive now? And just going back to a point Chris made at the weekend, I thought about this, and I think he's right. I don't often agree with him.
The Rangers are shite.
Philippe Clement has in many ways sort of overachieved with this group of players.
What?
Now, at the end of the season, they're flat.
How has he overachieved, Chris? What has he done? That must be one of the most bizarre comments ever. He won a cup because Celtic were unlucky and Celtic got put out in the early round, so it allowed him to walk to the cup. What has he done? What has he done?
Flagging, and is this the real Rangers? Is this what they are at this?
They're just Sevco in the skies. Yes, they are. The Sevco in the skies.
Moment in time.
I think he needs a few players in. But at the same time, he's not going to get them at this moment in time. He needs to find a way to get better performance. Diamonde has come in, and I think he's looked. And you said at the weekend, are they missed him? I would say they are. I know at the weekend I said that should be a case where you miss one player, but you look at that in there tonight, he's the one that's tenacious in the tackle, sets a tempo, goes after people, gets on the ball, makes things happen in the forward area.
He just took a line before he got in. It's raging.
Nothing there tonight. Nothing. They're a good footballer, they're tidy, they'll get on the ball, they'll keep the ball. They don't go anywhere. Just side to side, come back out, we'll reset.
They're playing Brendan ball. What are they playing at? Hoys, man. They're playing Brendan ball. They're stealing. They're trying to steal our football.
We'll go back down the other side, we'll come back out, go back down there, maybe get it to a winger who'll come back and go again. I'm afraid to say there's a lot of the passages there tonight, similar to what it was with Michael Beale, keeping the ball for keep's sake, put the ball in the box, but at the same time, when it goes in there, you need strikers to be making up the minds of the wingers or the full-backs, whatever it is, and at this moment in time, it's not working for Rangers.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Did one. First of all, I need to thank the one and only Sky for allowing me this time to make this video easy this morning. And we'll be back with some Celtic news later on today. I've got some work to go and do first. But before we finish off, we need one little laugh, don't we, Chris?
I think we all felt the same thing before the game. This was a must-win for Rangers. I mean, you talk about handing Celtic the initiative. They did it at the weekend. They had to come here and win. Now, essentially, Celtic can still lose on their own patch at Celtic Park and, have a possibility of winning the league. And, Rangers, the way they've played the last two games, I suspect they're going to play like that again. How are they
Yep,
going to
yep.
turn this round?
They're
This whole
not.
Pitchgate scenario, and Philip Clement talking about that affecting the preparation for Ross County.
Bollocks.
Has that got in their heads?
Bollocks.
Has that affected them? I mean, performance levels the last 2 games have been miles off. Cheered off at Ibrox however long ago.
Oh, wait a minute. Cheered off for a draw. Yes, remember that? They were cheered off for a draw. They won the Morality Cup against Celtic. And then they got a 3-3 draw again, didn't they? They like their little draws, don't they, that team? I did say, before Chris finishes off, I did say a few weeks ago, when we got that point at Ibrox, I did say that, look, they'll lose another game. I say Celtic will win the league by a minimum of 7 points. And I still stand by that. As it stands this morning, it's 3. We beat them at Celtic Park. I think they will drop points again. Brendan Rodgers knows how to get the team over the line. He's done it before with Celtic, and that's what gives me the confidence when you look back at the history of how these players will react, especially at the weekend. I know there was a clamber yesterday from other people to get James Forrest on. James Forrest won't start at the weekend. Brendan Rodgers isn't that daft. He's going to start with his what he sees as his strongest team. James Forrest, as far as he's now concerned, is an impact player and a fantastic impact player to have. And he'll see his career at Celtic as an impact player, coming on for the last 10, 15, 20 minutes of a game to score a couple of goals or assists at the least. So anyway, Chris.
At the Celtic game, jeered off by their own support tonight. That was an embarrassing display from them.
It was that.
Felt the same
it was that. It was an embarrassing display. But we leave the last moment to Mr. Meltdown himself, Mr. Chris Boyd.
Coming into this game tonight, coming into this fixture, the whole problem was about the pitch, but at this moment in time, Rangers have got 99 problems, but the pitch ain't one.
See what you did there.
99 problems in the pitch ain't one. On that note, have a fantastic day, Celtic fans, all around the world.